Welcome to today's live music mastery myth busting free lesson. My name is Dan Spencer. Company is Best Music Coach. We exist to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. We call that your dream music goal. Now, today we're going to be talking a little bit about, how to be happy and make music. Now, that might sound a little vanilla and a little generic as a title, but roll with me. There's some real awesome lessons here that I'm going to share with you that I think you're going to get so much value from. So what does it mean to be happy? Well, for me, it means, to have a support system around you. And especially when you're making music, if you have people in your life cheering you on to make music. So I want to share a story with you about being happy and how other people want people to be happy. So you should play music now, but we'll get to that. So I was talking to my little sister. My little sister's amazing. Love her so much. And she was thinking about moving back to the United States. She's been overseas for a while. And this has been going on for a couple weeks now. She really built, I'm going to come back. I'm going to spend time with you and mom and dad and, live on the East Coast, which is where we all are. And this past weekend on Sunday, we were talking to her and she said, guys, I got to tell you something. It's been hurting me so bad. I've been in so much internal conflict with this, but I've decided I don't want to move home. And I don't want to move home because what's making me really happy right now is being away, is being far, far away, and that's okay. Now, she was really worried that all of us were going to be really sad and that we were going to give her a guilt trip and say, oh, no, you can't do it. But we all just kind of sat there after she said, I'm not moving back. We all just sat there. We're like, oh, okay. She goes, what's happening? Where's the emotion? Where's the reaction? And I explained to her, I was like, look, if this is making you happy, as much as it makes me sad to be away from you, it makes me so much more happy within myself that you're happy doing what you're doing. This is getting to a point with music. Roll with me. And to have that understanding that by making yourself the most happy, by doing the thing you want to do, not only will you increase your own personal happiness, but you will increase everyone else's happiness too around you, who loves you, who cares for your friends, your family. With that, I want to bring us into music. So if you've been putting off creating music, or you've been thinking, I'll play guitar next year. I'll learn the piano a couple years from now. I'll learn how to write songs in 6 months and in 5 years. Whatever you're pushing off, if you're pushing it off because you think that the people that you care about the most in your life, your inner circle, your family, your friends, the people you love, don't want you to go for it, here's the thing. They do, because they want you to be happy. Now it gets even more interesting because as you're making yourself happy by going after and learning music, especially if it's something you've always wanted to do, like a dream music goal. It's like a dream music goal if you wanted to write songs like, I've always wanted to write and release my own songs to create an EP, right? That's like a dream music goal. A dream music goal might be just to play guitar at a local coffee shop and sing covers. A dream music goal might be to perform on TV, whatever it is. You're going to make yourself so much happier. And look, life is so short. Stop waiting to take action now. Start. The only way you're going to have time to make music. The most common thing I hear is like, oh no, I don't have time. I don't have time to learn music. I don't have time to learn how to write songs. It's like, no. You are choosing not to make the time. We talked about this last week. But if I were to pay you $1 million to set aside 30 minutes every day to practice music, I think you'd be able to find that 30 minutes pretty easily and pretty quickly if we had $1 million on the line. So the question then becomes, all right, let's put the excuse of time to the side. If you're telling yourself, look, I want to play guitar, I want to play piano, I want to sing, I want to write songs, I want to compose music, but you're not doing it because you are scared of disappointing people around you, or you are scared of what people around you will think, and because of that, you're not taking the step. Let me tell you right now that if those people love you unconditionally, they want you to be happy. They want you to be happy. Like, I want my sister to be happy. Even if she's thousands of miles away from me, I prefer her 1,000 miles away from me and happy than 2 miles away from me and not totally happy, because then I'm not going to be totally happy, because it bleeds into everything. When you are not happy, I don't know if I certainly do this sometimes. I've been guilty of doing this. I don't know if any of you have done this. If you've ever shown up to a situation where you're not 100% stoked or satisfied to be there, and then you kind of, it's a little immature, but then you start like sabotaging things in subtle ways, and maybe you're not even aware of it. But it's like, if you've ever gone to maybe a party you didn't want to go to, or go to a friend's house you didn't want to go to, and you get there, and instead of being like, hey, how's it going? You're like, hey, how's it going? It's like this subtle way of letting everyone and yourself know you don't really want to be there. Which person do you want to be at the party? Do you want to be the person at the party where you're like, hey, and by the way, this is no knock. If you're introverted, you're not bubbly, fine. That's not the point. The point is the attitude that you bring, right? Do you want to be the person at the party who's, hey, yeah, okay, hi, it's nice to be here? Or do you want to take it all the way, like, hey, what's up? I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock. Let's go. Be that person. And the people around you want you to be happy. Because if you show up to life as this guy, or this gal, or this person, just saying, oh yes, okay, we're going on to the next thing now. No one wants that vibe. No one wants that energy in their life. And so people around you want you to be happy. They want you to do it. And so if you've been putting off making music because you think other people don't want you to do it, or you're scared of what other people think, no, they want you to be happy. Because what's happening right now is because you're not doing what you should be doing to make yourself happy, you might be walking around like this. In all kinds of areas of your life, just in text messages, in emails, the time you show up to a family gathering, whatever it is. People want you to be happy. Someone out there needed to hear this today, so I really wanted to make this video. And I want to bring this point one step further, and that is that making yourself happy is the ultimate form of empathy. Making yourself happy is the ultimate form of empathy, because by making yourself happy, like we just talked about, you're going to make everyone else happy. Sometimes you can look at these people like, your Bill Gates, your Elon Musk, all these guys and gals who make so much money. They've got more money than they could ever spend in their lives, and they give so much of it away. Why are they giving it away? It makes them feel good to give it away. It's a selfish act, giving away, because you feel good when you give. So be selfish in the sense that if you want to make music, you go out there and you make your music. You pursue your dream. You go after your dream music goal. You go make that happen. Because as you are doing that, you're going to make everyone else around you so much happier, because you're going to bring so much energy, so much more life to the party of life, as it were. So be selfish in the sense that you go after your goals. But then you need to balance that out, right? And the balancing out is you need to weigh your decision about how much you're going to make yourself happy versus how much you're going to make people around you unhappy. But I'd be willing to wager that if you were to pursue music, there would be a very small number of people in your life that would be unhappy about you pursuing music. And if someone's unhappy about your pursuing music, I think you need to sit down and have some conversations with that person, because in my personal opinion, there's some larger issues at play there than just the music, right? Because like my example that I started with about my little sister, it's like I love her unconditionally. She could do anything. I love her to death. And so when you really love someone, when it's unconditional love, and you have that in your life with people, don't be scared of what they're going to think, because they love you and they will support you. Any questions about anything we've talked about today, or anything music in general? See some people over on Facebook. Hey guys, say good day to everyone. Also, I'm sincerely encouraged by you sharing this, Dan. Much appreciated. 100%. I think this is such a valuable lesson because we hold ourselves back so much of the time. So much of the time. And I'm guilty of doing this too. It's like I'll hold myself back. I don't know if you can tell from the stream, I'm not a very hold backy type person. Like I get on, I talk, I give. But like even with my girlfriend, it's like picking a restaurant. Sometimes I hold back. It's small things like that. Do you know how long we've been together? How long I plan to be with her too? It's like the decision of a restaurant is so inconsequential to the foundation of our relationship, but yet I worry about that because I love her. I know she loves me and I want her to think highly of me. But because she loves me, she will go to any restaurant. Put that into music perspective. If you want to play music and you're worried about what your significant other thinks, they want you to be happy. So sit down and have that conversation. Be like, look, I'm worried that you are not going to be happy or that I'm going to lose some status with you, that I'm going to lose some points with you if I go all in on this music thing. Because look, when you start doing music, you're not good. No one is good when they start doing music. Everyone is not good. Well, and we could say everyone is not skilled, right? And then you practice, you take lessons, books, courses, whatever it is you're doing, then you become skilled. Then you are good, right? But having that conversation with people and being vulnerable and being honest and say, look, I'm going to study music. I'm going to play guitar. I'm going to play piano. I'm going to sing. I'm going to write songs. I'm going to compose music, whatever it is. I'm not going to be good at doing this for the next 3 to 6 months. I just want you to know that. You're going to hear me doing it. It's not going to sound good, but I know you love me, and I know I love you. So let's rock and roll. Let's make this happen. And then you get good. And then they're going to love it. And even, they might even want to document the journey of you going from unskilled to skilled, because that's a really fun thing to do. You know, someone day 1 trying to play the guitar versus someone like month 3 versus month 6. Huge, huge steps in progress that happen there. Anyone have any questions for me? I know we are broadcasting on a couple different networks today for the first time. I'm trying out a new service here. Any questions from anyone? Any thoughts you'd like to take one step further on this? While I'm waiting to see if anything comes through from YouTube or Facebook, I'd just like to say thank you all so much for tuning in to this live stream. I really appreciate it, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share these insights and this understanding with you, because I really wish I had someone sharing this information with me when I was first starting to learn music. Even when I was like halfway through, like even when I was at like music college, music school, I got 2 degrees in music back there. Even when I was there, I wish someone had told me this stuff. Because as much as we want to talk about as music teachers, like I'm a music teacher, as much as I want to talk to you about everything you need to learn in music, it's like there's this much you need to learn in music, and there's this much you need to learn in life, and they go hand in hand together. Because to be able to get this far in music, you also need to take care of making sure your mindset's good, making sure you're set up for success, making sure you have a support system, making sure you can practice, finding time to practice, setting your life up in a way that you can practice, right? There's so much more that goes into learning music than just the music alone. So I'm really, really, really grateful for this opportunity to be able to bring this information to you. It means so much to me to be able to share this with you. Well, I don't see any questions coming in. I'll give it another 30 seconds if anyone has any questions or thoughts about anything we've talked about today. And if not, we'll call it a day here, and I will see you guys next week. We'll give it another couple seconds here. I don't see anything coming through. All right. These sessions are truly valuable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, if I'm not calling you out by name, it's because on this new service, it just says Facebook user for the name. We'll get all those kinks sorted out for next time. See, Facebook user says these sessions are truly valuable. I'm so glad to hear you're getting value from this. How much is the cost of the piano instruction book, Dan? Well, I wrote a piano book. It happened to hit #1 bestseller on Amazon. Now we're talking about that. And it's, well, you can get it from me or you can get it from Amazon. It's the best music theory book for beginners. I'll pop a link in the chat right now so we can rock it and roll it. And you can check it out for yourself and decide if that's something that you want to pursue. I do recommend it, obviously. But as I will say this, with any book or with any course, when it comes to instruments, They're good for a time, but ultimately you are going to need a teacher. All right, let's pop that in the chat. It says it came through on YouTube. Let me know on Facebook if you see that. Can't post messages to some channels. I'll post that in Facebook afterwards. Thanks for your patience. That did just go out on Facebook. Angel says, when will be next time? Next time will be next week at 11:30 a.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. That's when I'll be doing these live sessions. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. And I appreciate that you care enough about yourself and your music journey to come spend some time with me today. And again, I'm so grateful to be able to share this info with you. My name is Dan Spencer. The company is Best Music Coach. Check out bestmusiccoach.com. Also, there's going to be a link in the description if you're on Facebook. And I'll also put a link in, I'm sorry, this is my first time doing this. There's going to be a link in the YouTube description with a link to the Facebook group, which I highly recommend checking out because I put a bunch of free content in there in addition to these lessons. And I will see you all next time. So go click that link in the description of the YouTube video if you're watching on Facebook. Thank you so much. I will see you all next week. Have a fantastic, phenomenal rest of your days. And thank you so much for this opportunity to share